As the All-Star Weekend kicks off at North Wilkesboro, reports about the future of NASCAR's Xfinity Series, well, the streaming rights that is, have been floated around, I guess you could say. Before we get into that, I just wanted to say, here in a few hours, my clock's wrong there, here in about 3 hours, I will be going live for a live stream, watch along, live reaction, whatever you want to call it, to the Pit Crew Challenge that is happening tonight at North Wilkesboro. I will be right here in my normal place, watching on this TV right here, the North Wilkesboro Pit Challenge. It's going to set the lineup for the All-Star qualifying heats. And yeah, I'm going to react to it, going to watch it. You guys can watch with me, ask me questions about whatever you want. You can ask about North Wilkesboro, this topic we're talking about right now, or any other questions you can ask me about Fast and Furious 10. I've seen that too. Anyways, getting off topic, we're going to go back to the main point of this video. And that is the future of the Xfinity Series in terms of TV rights. The current TV deal for NASCAR expires at the end of 2024, so 2025 will be the next media rights deal. Currently, obviously, Fox and NBC hold those rights. They broadcast every single race across the Cup, Truck, and Xfinity Series. Fox, I believe, has all the trucks, and then Cup and Xfinity, the first half goes to Fox, the second half goes to NBC. Now, these races are also streamed as well, but they are primarily on television. But you can, like for me, I stream on my TV through the NBC Sports app or the Fox Sports app. So I'm able to watch it as if a normal television network, but it's through an app and it's through streaming. Streaming has really blown up the past couple of years in television. Even some other sports have opted for some of their programs to go through streaming. Like the NFL has gone, their Thursday night football program is now streamed by Amazon Prime Video. I think that's what it's called, through Amazon. I'm just going to say through Amazon to make it less complicated. But yes, we've seen some sports actually opt to go full streaming for some of their programming. Obviously, the majority of the NFL is on Sunday. But they do have a prime time slot on Thursday nights, and they have opted to go for full-blown streaming on that through Amazon. And I think if your team is playing in it, like a local team, like I'm from the Dallas area, so if the Cowboys were playing in it, I think a local network might have it. I don't really know how it works, but I know that it's exclusively streamed on Amazon. Well, a report came out from Sports Business Journal about the Xfinity Series potentially kind of following suit and being fully streamed, maybe through Peacock, which is the NBC streaming service. They have all the NBC shows. You got to pay a certain amount a month. There's a lot of streaming services out there. You got HBO Max, which is about to become just regular Max, which is kind of weird. You got Disney Plus, you got ESPN Plus, you got Peacock, as I said. So there's a lot of streaming services out there, Amazon that we talked about. But here's what it says. NASCAR appears likely to move its Xfinity Racing Series exclusively to a streaming company, according to several sources. At least 2 companies have showed interest in that second-tier package. NASCAR also is shopping a mid-season package of NASCAR Cup Series races to streaming companies, loosely patterned after the 6-race package that TNT carried until 2014. Amazon is considered a strong candidate to land these streaming packages. Nothing is close to being finalized, but sources predict that NASCAR will have handshake deals before the July 4th holiday on its new broadcast and streaming deals. So yeah, the streaming or the TV deal looks like it is slowly coming to our site. We kind of had a feel for the Cup Series side of things. NBC and Fox both wanted to renew, so it's no real shock to see that. But it is a little bit interesting. We have talked about streaming NASCAR on this channel before, back when there was rumors and reports that Amazon was interested in taking the summer slot, kind of like it talks about here, that they were one of the candidates. But there was no real, oh, it's going to happen, or oh, it's not happening. It was just a thought. But now it seems a little bit more likely in the Cup Series side of things, and it's not the whole season. It's 6 weeks out of a 38-race schedule. That's a low number. That's like 16% of the schedule. So it's really not that much, but it's still a significant chunk of schedule. So for that summer stretch, I guess if they were to take, usually TNT, I think they would start around Sonoma, and their last race would be mid-July usually, so somewhere in there. So if they were to start at Sonoma this year, I think they would end around the 16th, maybe the 23rd of July this year. So whatever those races are, I can't remember them off the top of my head. But if TNT, or not TNT, if Amazon were to do streaming for 6 races or for the summer stretch, it seems like that would kind of be the area. I don't know, I didn't count the actual number. That's just kind of my guess because that's what TNT used to do. But we have seen this format before in terms of the TV deal for the Cup Series, where Fox gets a majority of the first half of the season, gives up a couple races on the back end for TNT, and then, it used to be ESPN had the end of the season, and they would give up a few races on the front end, so TNT could have that little tiny middle package, and then ESPN would close out the season. 2015 hit, TNT and ESPN both dropped out. NBC took over the second half of the season. Fox filled in for a couple races at the tail end of their deal, and now, of course, we have what we have today with Fox and NBC. But for the Cup Series side of things, I think testing for streaming is good. The Thursday night football thing, I think the ratings were not as good, but also at the same time, it is their first year of doing it, so there are going to be some growing pains. While streaming is very popular right now, there's still a lot of people who have, cable television and are used to, flipping through channels. They got a TV provider, whether it's Xfinity, whether it's, I don't know, Verizon. I think they still have cable, whoever it may be, who provides their television networks. You pay for the television networks. So it's growing pains. It'll take a while, I feel like, to fully get the normal viewership that you're used to. And it's going to be, in terms of the Cup Series, I feel like it's going to be a long time before they fully transition into full-blown streaming. As for the Xfinity Series, if the Xfinity Series goes full streaming, that's going to be interesting. I feel like the viewership will be, I feel like it'll be a mystery. I feel like it'll be down, though, which is unfortunate, just because it's nothing against streaming. I don't have anything against streaming. It's just that, so many people are used to, my local network, Fox is channel 28 or something, and I know that in April, if I want to watch an Xfinity race Saturday at 2, I know to go to channel 27 or 28, whatever I said. I hit 28 on the remote, and there's the Xfinity race. Streaming can be, if you don't have streaming, if you haven't paid for streaming or whatever, it can be a little bit more complicated for you. Some people don't want to go to streaming. Cable's still their thing. So not everyone's gone to streaming, so it'll be interesting to see the viewership numbers if they do indeed go to a full-time streaming service and to see what ends up happening with that. I really don't know. It seems like it's going to happen. I mean, there's multiple sources talking about this, so it seems like it could indeed happen, so brace for it. But I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are, if they will indeed follow through on this. Will NASCAR go to full-blown streaming for the Xfinity Series? And if so, I'm going to watch NASCAR no matter what they put it on, whether it's Fox, NBC, CBS, ESPN, or if they go Amazon streaming, I'm still going to watch it. It doesn't matter where it's on. It's NASCAR. I'm going to watch it. I'm a NASCAR fan. So I'll do whatever it takes, but some people might not. They don't want to deal with streaming. They don't want to deal with paying for a streaming service when they still have cable. So it's going to be an interesting transition. It'll be a study for sure. Definitely a study. NASCAR trying to do something different here, but we'll see how it goes. It seems like we're going to get some more news about this coming up in the next month and a half about when the new TV deal is going to be done, who's going to have it. It seems like on the Cup Series side of things, it's going to be Fox, Amazon, NBC potentially. And then on the Xfinity side, it seems like it could indeed be a streaming service. Looks like Peacock maybe, or Amazon. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But yes, let me know what your thoughts are. As I said, in a couple of hours here, we're going to have a live stream for the North Wilkesboro live stream. We're going to be live streaming, watching the Pit Crew Challenge. Show up, root for your favorite pit crew. Go ahead and, ask questions to me. I'll answer any questions about racing, whatnot. It's an interesting time right now in the racing world, so we'll see. It's been a fun year. So thank you for watching again. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in a few hours.